What happens when two different philosophies of speed collide? When raw, unadulterated power meets precision-honed racing DNA. Welcome to Speed Revolution, and today we're settling the ultimate score for 2025. On one side, the supercharged king, the track-only legend that defies physics, the Kawasaki Ninja H2R. And on the other, the direct descendant of MotoGP and World SBK dominance, the razor-sharp Ducati Panigale V4 R. Both are packing enough horsepower to distort your vision. Both are draped in carbon fiber and aerospace tech, and both were built with one singular purpose: absolute domination of the racetrack. But which one deserves the title of the ultimate 2025 track weapon? Stick around, because by the end of this, you'll know exactly which machine is revolutionizing speed. Power and performance. Supercharger versus racing V4. First, let's talk about what makes these beasts heart-poundingly fast. It's a tale of two completely different approaches to creating insanity. The Kawasaki Ninja H2R is a mechanical freak of nature. Its 998 cubic centimeters supercharged inline-4 isn't just an engine, it's an aerospace project. The supercharger's impeller spins at nearly 130,000 revolutions per minute, forcing over 200 liters of air per second into the cylinders to produce a mind-melting 322 horsepower. The power isn't just brutal, it's constant, smooth, and relentless, pushing you forward with the force of a launched fighter jet. The Ducati Panigale V4 R, however, takes the pure, high-revving racing route. Its heart is a 998 cubic centimeter Desmosedici Stradale RV4, inspired directly by Ducati's MotoGP bike. This thing screams to an incredible 16,500 RPM redline. In its street-legal form, it makes 208 horsepower, but bolts on the racing exhaust and uses the special Shell oil, and this Italian thoroughbred wakes up to 240.5 horsepower. The power is linear, building to a fierce, screaming top-end rush that purists will worship. Feature: Kawasaki Ninja H2R, Ducati Panigale V4 R. Engine: 998 cubic centimeters, supercharged inline-4, 998 cubic centimeters, Desmosedici Stradale RV4. Max power: 322 horsepower, 240.5 horsepower, with race exhaust and oil. Max torque: 121.5 pound-feet, 84.5 pound-feet, estimated for 2025. Redline: 14,000 RPM, 16,500 RPM. Induction: centrifugal supercharger, naturally aspirated. Chassis, aero, and electronics: brute force versus racing precision. But specs are just numbers. How do these titans put that power to the ground and carve up a circuit? The H2R is built around a lightweight, high-tensile steel trellis frame. It's equipped with top-shelf, fully adjustable suspension, including a KYB AOS2 fork and an Öhlins TTX 36 shock out back. Its most striking feature is its carbon fiber wings, designed by Kawasaki's aerospace division to generate serious downforce and keep the front end planted at ridiculous speeds. Its electronics suite is incredibly advanced, with IMU-enhanced traction control, launch control, and Kawasaki's intelligent anti-lock brakes. However, some reviewers have noted its system, while brilliant, is a generation behind the cornering-specific smarts of its European rivals. Now, the Panigale V4 R is a rolling showcase of Ducati Corsa's latest racing tech. Its chassis is a revised aluminum front frame with 40% less lateral stiffness, designed specifically to work with modern slick tires for incredible feedback and front-end grip. It's the first production bike ever to feature corner side pods, Aero devices that kick in at extreme lean angles to generate forces that help you corner faster and tighter. Paired with bigger winglets, it creates 25% more downforce than the previous model. Its electronics are simply mind-blowing, featuring the Ducati Vehicle Observer algorithm that manages everything from cornering ABS to engine brake control with terrifying precision. It even has a race brake control system that mimics the braking techniques of MotoGP riders. The riding experience: two different worlds of speed. So what's it actually like to ride them? This is where the magic and the stark contrast truly happens. Swing a leg over the Kawasaki H2R, and you're strapping yourself to a volcano. One of our test riders said it's by far the loudest thing I have ever heard on two wheels. The acceleration isn't just fast, it's violent, and relentless. The supercharger whine becomes the soundtrack to your personal velocity experiment. The carbon wings are working, the front end gets light, and the world becomes a blur. It's an overwhelming sensory assaulting experience that makes you feel like you're harnessing a natural force. Now, hop onto the Ducati Panigale V4 R. The experience is more like wielding a surgeon's scalpel compared to the H2R's sledgehammer. The chassis is telepathic, giving you the confidence to lean deeper and brake later. The sound is a high-pitched mechanical symphony from the V4 all the way to its stratospheric red line. The electronics are your invisible co-pilot, working with a subtlety that lets you focus on your line. It's a bike that rewards skill, precision, and bravery, making you feel like a factory rider for a day. The final verdict? Pros, cons, and the bottom line. All right, let's break it down cleanly. Here are the final pros and cons. For the Kawasaki Ninja H2R. Pros: unmatched explosive power that exists in a class of its own, an exclusive jaw-dropping presence, advanced electronics to help manage the insane output, ultimate bragging rights. Cons: can be intimidating and is harder to use to its full potential. Strictly track only, not street legal. Its power band can be almost too much for tighter circuits. For the Ducati Panigale V4 R. Pros: sharper, more agile handling that feels directly connected to MotoGP. A more accessible and usable power band for most riders. Street legal in its standard configuration. The sound and feel of a true high-revving racing masterpiece. Cons: less peak power than the H2R. You'll need to spend extra on the race exhaust to unlock its full potential. The riding position is aggressively focused on the track. So, the final verdict? This isn't about finding a single winner, but finding the right bike for you. If your goal is to experience the absolute pinnacle of power and engineering madness, to feel a force that no other production bike can match, then the Kawasaki Ninja H2R is your machine. It's a statement of what's possible when you remove all limits. But if you're a rider who lives for the perfect lap time, for the purity of a razor-sharp chassis, the scream of a naturally aspirated V4, and electronics that make you faster and safer, then the Ducati Panigale V4 R is the ultimate tool. It rewards skill like nothing else. For Speed Revolution, I'm Bobby. Let us know in the comments, raw supercharged power or razor-sharp racing precision? Which one would you choose? Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss our next showdown. Until next time, ride fast, ride safe, and keep revolutionizing speed.